What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Super 7 Ultimates, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. So let's get right on into it. Alright, so first off, this is my first time ever buying a Super 7 product, and so far, I'm pleased. Let's say that. Let's say I'm pleased. I do have a couple issues. The Super 7 figures, the skin on them looks soft, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but it doesn't look real. Also, the only other glaring problem with these figures are the head scans. Now, Brian and Matt have said themselves that they have a problem with their head scans. They don't like the way that they're painted because they don't look as realistic. They said they wanted them to look realistic, but they didn't want necessarily to do like true effects on them, because that can go either really well or really bad, and you really never know what you're going to get. But that is the main issue with them. But besides that, I think they're pretty solid. Let's get into it. My first issue is my Brian Myers barely bends. Like, I'm worried that's going to break. This is my first time actually bending this figure because I've been so worried that it was going to break. The knees there's not too much range of motion on them. You get what you would probably need, but we're used to, like, we live in a world where we have like highly articulated figures, so it's a little different to have something that's not, per se. He has the Madison and Mackenzie tattoos on his forearms. I think those look really, really cool. Especially, like, you know, a husband or father would, like, you got your wife, you got your kid. That's pretty cool. I always think that's really cool. The gear, oh, okay. See, look, I can't even get the arm to go, like, back. Yeah, that's way harder than it should be. The gear is actually really cool. It's his standard Mets gear. Like, it looks just like his what was it, Elite 64 maybe figure from Mattel. It looks really good. The vest I really like here. It says never defeated. It has the M. Brian Myers, pro wrestler, established 1985 right here. I like the jacket a lot. I might honestly put the jacket on his Elite figure because I really like, I really like the jacket. Here's the Brian Myers. Okay, looking at it, I feel like the chest might be a little too big. I don't know. I haven't watched a Brian Myers match in a while. I think the chest is a little too big. Other than that, it comes with his mask, which is really cool because that's like a big part of his entrance. He always wears the Brian Myers mask. That looks cool. And I think you'll see what I mean here about the head scans. Just, they look soft. And that's the only issue really with them. The sculpt is cool. I really like both of these. I like the man bun sculpt because, like, we don't see it much. I could use this for like a casual Brian. Like back there, that's toy hunting Brian. But we'll look at that head scan in a second. This one kind of loses it for me. I don't like this one at all. I don't know what he was going for here. And the hairline seems to be like, it's obvious. It's separated, but it sticks out just a little too much on that. You can see that up close. He comes with the fisted hands here. He comes with these kind of, I guess you could call these relaxed hands for the right and left. And he comes with weapon holding or mic holding hands. He comes with a Major Wrestling Figure Podcast microphone, which is actually really cool. You always love to have a different microphone. Nice detail. That's on all four sides. Then he comes with the dog tags, which I'm probably gonna put on his toy hunting version. Comes with the dog tags. Those look really good. Say Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I'm real, like, impressed with how they managed to get the logos on there so small and still legible. Here's my toy hunting Brian. I need to acetone the wrist tape and the hand paint off of it, the hand tape. But this is like his relaxed look. Comes with the hat that he wears. And he actually comes with a miniature version of his Super 7 figure. which I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera. That is ridiculous. He comes with a figure for his figure. I'm not going to be able to get that to focus by any means, but I liked it really cool and relaxed Brian's hand. Like he's looking at his figure. You know, he just got the prototype of his own figure. I think that's really cool. Now let's get over to Broski. Move Brian's accessories out of the way. Let's get over to Broski. He comes with the Long Island hands, and honestly, this is how he is posed in the packaging, minus the GCW belt from Forbidden Figurines. And I have left him like this. I love the way this looks. I'm very, very pleased with this. But I'm going to take this belt off. Definitely go pick this up if you can. Highly, highly recommended it. He has the always ready jacket like he always has. The tights say always ready on the back. He said he retired these tights. He's not going to wear them anymore. I really like these. Got the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast logo there. MC from Matt Cardona. The trunks, I always love it. I love his gear designs. You can say a lot of things like about him, but his gear always looks really cool. Has his logo there. Has a bunch of miniature versions of his logo on the knee pads there. Logos here on the legs. A little bit of his tattoos showing through. I wish that was a little more darker. And the Matt Cardona boots. Very pleased with this. I wish the... Oh my god. I wish the chest hair was a lot more realistic. I don't have a figure with me right now that has chest hair, except for the Marvel Legends Hercules. And you see how the chest hair is done on here? He's got the hair on his arms. I wish it looked more like this than this. And that goes back to what I meant about them being like very, very, very soft. And I don't have a Mattel figure that has chest hair anywhere around me, or I don't think any of the Jazzwares figures have chest hair on it, which is wild. Anyways, I wish that was a little more. I'm actually probably going to get that customized too. The head scan, this one is probably my second favorite. I just really, really like the way it looks. The joints on here bend about the same as Brian, maybe just a little bit easier. The articulation is actually really, really good. Like, I'm impressed with that. That's better than a Jazzwares leg kick. As far as the super kick goes, not... He can do it. It looks weird, though. This is actually made out of a soft rubber. Rubber. And it looks really good. But I love the Long Island hands with Broski here, and I've kept it just like that. But let's get into my favorite head scan of his, and it is him wearing... God. It is him wearing his hat. Very, very big fan of this head scan. I'm probably going to make a toy hunting version of Matt just like Brian. This one kind of loses it for me. Just like the very expressive head for Matt or Brian. God, I'm having a hard time today. This one doesn't look too bad. Honestly, you can make this for your wedding broski to Chelsea. He comes with the same microphone and dog tags, so they can have matching dog tags. He comes with the $1,000 broski bucks. I think these are actually the same mold from the Super 7 Series 1 Kazuchika Okada. I could be wrong, but I think they are. He comes with a miniature version of his figure, which this just blows my mind. This looks really good. They actually managed to pack a bunch of detail in there. You can see the always ready there and there. He comes with his Long Island hands. He comes with 2 fisted hands. And he comes with 2... God, I'm having a hard time. Weapon holding and mic holding hands. Those look really good. People have been very, very, like, critical on these figures, I think. And rightfully so. There are issues with them, of course. And the guys themselves have even said on their podcast that they're not entirely pleased with them. Like, it's really cool. First, independent people to really have something done like this. But, of course, they have issues with it. And it took, like, 2 years for them to come out, and there's still issues with them. They said that they're trying to get a Series 2 going, so I don't know what they are doing, really, per se. I'm excited. I'm probably going to order them. Ringside hasn't gotten theirs yet. Super 7 hasn't gotten theirs yet. I got these from my buddy Dog Pound Wrestling over on Instagram and Facebook. Definitely go check him out. Very, very reliable. Has a lot of figures to buy. He gets all his figures from Entertainment Earth. You can order them from there too. But definitely go check out my boy and tell him I sent you. Let's get into a few size comparisons real quick. So first, we have the AEW Series 8 Trent Beretta. I think those scale pretty well together. Let's see who we got next. Let's put Wardlow right there. And to be honest with you, I always thought Wardlow was a little taller. And he's not, which is very, very shocking. Let's throw in a little fix-up R-Truth that I did a couple days ago. And last but not least, let's do Toy Hunting Brian. I think these scale pretty well. I'm not going to critique it too much. It's going to look great on the shelf. That's going to be it for today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And last but not least, take it easy. Thanks.